Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and this one's gonna be a quick one for all that do not know. My name is Demi. I eat, sleep, and breathe personal development, and let's get into it. This video is gonna be about social skills and how becoming emotionally current, your emotional currency, and when you become current, you will thrive when it comes to articulating your thoughts and people pleasing habits and all sorts of authority power dynamic issues that can happen when you are a person who has run high on emotions. And when you're living your life off of your emotions, it makes you more susceptible to being not yourself, and your emotions are at the forefront, and your emotions are you instead of you just being authentically yourself. And so how that showed up for me was whenever I would have a stoic look on my face and people would ask me, what's wrong? Especially people who have the ability to be emotionally attuned to others' needs. Even if you are faking your happiness, they say fake it till you make it. And while that is a thing, while you can still do that and make progress, for me, it showed up as me, throwing on a smile at work and throwing on all of these different emotions that I wanted to be perceived as versus what I actually came off as. And what so let's talk about what is being emotionally current. What does that even mean? What is this and why is it important to your social skills and all of that? For me, it became important when people would just randomly ask me, "Are you feeling okay?" And my mask would be offended and be like, "What do you mean? I am okay." And so, but that was the mask that I put on every single day. And when I became emotionally current, I no longer had to wear the mask. If I was sad, I cried. If I was mad, I was mad. And I allowed myself to feel the mad or the anger that came out. I just didn't act on it, but I allowed my body to feel the anger and not hold on to it and not hold it down and push it away for later. Emotional Being emotionally current is when you feel sad when you are watching a movie and you decide to let out the tears. That is emotionally current because you're feeling sad. Now, if you're watching a sad movie and you have all these thoughts, you're all in your head and you're saying, "Oh no, we don't need to be sad," or you're just talking and listening to that voice in your head that you're not supposed to be listening to at all, and you push down that emotion. And over time, I even did this. Like I was afraid that my emotions were going to be too much because growing up, my parents didn't really know what to do with my emotions. They weren't emotionally intelligent at the time, and they didn't know how to coach me through my emotions as a child. So I'm finding myself coaching myself as an adult. And so that is what emotionally current means. When you're angry, you feel the anger. When you're surprised, you feel surprise. When you're excited, you feel the excitement. When you're happy, you feel the happiness. Now, with happiness, for me, what showed up was I would be afraid that something would be, something would be around the corner to ruin this happy moment. That's not being emotionally current. If something happy is happening in your life, enjoy the happiness, sit and bask in the happiness. The same with sadness. If you are feeling sad about losing something, or, like for instance, growing up, I lost one of my dogs that were near and dear to me. And I, you know, I cried, and I cried a lot because that really hurt my feelings, and it was very, very sad, and I was very, very hurt for a while. But imagine if you grow up with a parent that told you, don't cry, what are you crying for, and things of that nature, which isn't healthy. And so when you practice this, for me, it has been really, really easy because I was always labeled as the sensitive kid, when really I was just emotionally current, and nobody really understood what that was because everyone in my family, for the most part, had on a mask. And so unlearning this could do you justice, because when you are actually angry and you feel the anger, you'll realize that you are not ruminating in the emotion, and whatever happened at that time that you were angry, it's not repeating in your head anymore because you've processed it. And by processing, I mean sitting with the emotion. That's it, just sitting with it. You don't have to do anything with it on the outside or nothing. You just have to be present and let it pass. And emotional currency is something that has been greatly beneficial towards me and my communication skills, because instead of going into worrying, like for instance, say if somebody is driving fast and you don't like when this person's driving fast, but they drive you everywhere and you don't have a driver's license, you could literally just say, I am scared because you are following that car too closely. You can just say the thing and feel the scaredness, instead of laughing it off and playing it like it's okay when your body is literally screaming and trying to communicate something. That is what I mean when I say listen to your body. Listen to your emotions, and listening to your body is the same thing. And when you listen to your body and when you listen to your emotions, you will see that almost every interaction changes in the best way. People flock to you. You become more magnetic because you don't have all of these piles of emotions confusing your body. You're connected to your body. You can connect to other people, and you are more yourself. You know what you want in life because you don't have all of these different emotions. That is something that I found out about myself because I have been working very diligently on being emotionally current and sitting with my emotions. I am now able to wield most of the things that I desire because I don't have all these things in the way anymore. And yeah, I just thought I'd share that for today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. Thank you to my subscribers. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys so much for liking this video and supporting my page. Bye.